Hey there, my name's FreyoticFlow, and welcome to ZombieCraft. Today's my first day on the Season 10 server, and I already feel behind. There are so many builds and so much infrastructure already built out, and I've only just picked my location to build. We've got some work to do. This is our home for this season. Hilly Wonderland, perfect for our surface build, which is roughly based off the Quinta de Regalaria in Sintra, Portugal. Before long, we'll have a beautiful home with expansive grounds hiding the secrets that exist below. First things first though, I need to clear a bit of room for the first build of the season, the initiation well. Alright, spent the past few hours searching for a dripstone cave and only managed to get distracted by everything but dripstone. Fortunately, my pleas for help in chat were answered, and now I just need to finish breaking these diamond blocks before I make the trade. Trade successfully made, and now we have a few small projects to do. A dripstone farm, of which we're working on now, and a lava farm since I'll need an absolutely mad amount of cracked stone for our first project. Both these farms are temporary, so I'm just going to throw these together with the deep slate I got while mining for diamonds earlier. Dripstone has been added, and now we just need to add the water. Once that's done, farm number 1 will be up and running. And we're moving on to the lava farm. I was initially worried about starting fires with this one, but I checked with the other members of the server, and fire tick is off, so we should be good. I don't have a lot of iron at the moment, but when I do get my hands on enough, this farm should work well for helping us get plenty of cracked stone. Now that we have some of the essentials set up, we can begin the first build of the season, the initiation well. This build is an inverted tower that goes down 9 levels, representing Dante's 9 levels of hell. The way down is in itself a spiritual journey, and while historians have generally concluded that the initiation well is a philosophical work, there are still many who link it to secret societies, and we're going to fully lean into that because it's way more fun. The secret society connection comes from rumors that the original owner of the land was an initiated Freemason. Not only that, but there also appear to be references to the Knights Templar in the designs at the bottom of the initiation's well. None of this is officially confirmed, but like I said, we're leaning into the secret society lore. Anyway, I'm waiting on the cracked stone brick to finish in the smelters, and I figured I might as well start building the walls since I want to get a better picture of what this might look like. I'm using a combination of stone bricks, mossy stone bricks, cracked stone bricks, and mossy cobblestone, but I'm worried it's going to be a little too light in color. It's a good starting point though, so I think I'm just going to run with it for now. One of my concerns at the moment is the size of the circle. I think it might be a little too big, but I'm hoping that once I build the walkway, it will feel a little smaller. That being said, building a little bigger will allow the curves to be a little smoother, so we'll see how we feel once this thing gets taking shape. And the cracked stone bricks have finished smelting. At least the first batch has, and I can finally patch the walls. Let's carry the wall texture onto the walkway. The goal is to make this feel old and like it's part of the earth instead of built into it. We can close in the walkway now, and we should start getting a better feel of the size this is going to be. I think the size will actually work for us now. I'm still nervous it'll be too big, but I've got to remember that this is going to go deep down into the earth, so I think it should be okay. But for now, the next problem, designing the interior wall of this build. There will be windows following the spiral staircase all the way down, and I've got a few different designs that might work out. This one here is one that I think is closest to what I want. It looks good from both the inside and the outside, and I think will have a cool effect going down. That being said, it's not working very well on the curve. I can't seem to get the spacing correct and keep it looking the same shape from different angles. I've got a couple other ideas we can take a look at, but I need to fiddle with this one a little bit more before trying a different design. I think I can find a way to make it work. I couldn't find a way to make the design work, so I landed on a more simple and I think effective look. There is something about the simplicity of this one that feels right for the space, plus I think it will translate downwards a lot better. The only thing with this design is that the arches are blending in too much with the walkway behind them. I think if I can make the walkways a little darker, it will make a huge difference. Maybe some tuff would do the trick, but more on that later. The stairs seem to be working well for smoothing out the curves, and they don't make this feel too bulky, which was one of the main reasons I was iffy about the original design. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so it looks like the tuff is working to darken the hallway, and I'll be curious to see how it looks once I step back a little further. I'm also adjusting the coloring of the ceiling and probably the floor eventually as well. As far as texturing is going, I think I'm doing a decent job. I really can't decide if I love or hate the process though. Texturing takes forever, and you have to think while doing it, but the end result was so satisfying. That looks way better, and now the arches actually stick out from the background they're on. Really glad I decided to do that. I also like that it creates a darker hallway, which I guess makes a lot of sense. Somehow, adding the tuff has also added like this greenish tinge to the build, which I think is perfect since it's going to be an extremely mossy build. Actually, the next step is adding a ton of moss, since we need to put the top on this thing. The top section has been added, and that makes everything feel instantly better. I'm considering adding some texturing with green terracotta and maybe another block or two, but for now, this is the vibe that I want. And we still have a very long way to go with this build anyway. We can detail a few things when we have the full picture. Just got back from a trip to the shopping district, and I bought a beacon to help with the digging. I can't believe someone's already selling beacons. But that's it for today, and I'll see you next time for the next phase of this build. Bye!